What if I told you that trying to be strong all the time might be the very thing that's breaking you? You smile, you show up, you carry the weight because you're the strong one, right? But behind that smile, there's exhaustion. Behind the strength, there's silence. And maybe, just maybe, you're tired of holding it all together. What if God never asked you to carry it alone? Before you skip this, stay with me, because this may be the reminder your heart has been waiting for. We live in a world that glorifies strength, but the Bible reveals something deeper. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. It's in the breaking that we meet the healer. It's in the silence that we hear the whisper. And it's in our weakness, not our perfection, that God shows up strong. Even Jesus wept. Even he felt sorrow, grief, and pressure so great it drew sweat like drops of blood. And yet he trusted, he surrendered, he leaned on the Father. You don't have to wear the mask. You don't have to be unshakable. You don't have to pretend.
The heart beats in the frenzied rhythm of life. A life that often feels like a whirlwind of responsibilities, desires, and uncertainties. The weight of the world seems to rest upon our shoulders, and the yearning for a guiding light, for a sanctuary, grows increasingly acute. In moments of deepest vulnerability, when shadows seem to stretch endlessly and fear takes root as an unwelcome guest, our soul yearns for something more, something that transcends the surrounding turmoil. It craves the touch of a higher power, a love capable of healing the unseen wounds and empowering us to persevere. It is within this chasm of the soul, this labyrinth of doubts and anxieties, that hope emerges as a distant beacon, a faint glimmer calling us beyond the darkness. A hope that does not rest on empty illusions, but on a solid foundation, on a genuine love that comprehends our fears and embraces us in its entirety. It is at this confluence of human frailty and divine promise that we find ourselves today. To seek refuge in the guiding words that sustain us, to find solace in the wisdom that transcends time and space. It is time to return to our safe haven, to the presence of the one who knows us and loves us unconditionally. It is time to find repose in his embrace, to surrender our anxieties and worries to him, trusting in his infinite mercy. Just as a river meanders and curves its way to the sea, so too does our soul yearn for the tranquility and peace that only the Lord can bestow. We open our hearts to his presence, to his love that transforms and renews us with every passing moment. Contemplating that which motivates us, that which drives us to seek God, we recognize the power of hope. It is not merely a distant yearning, but an unshakable conviction, a promise that reverberates within our souls. It is the assurance that even amidst storms, adversity, and pain, the hand of God is outstretched to guide us, to support us, and to transform us. Now,
contemplate how this hope manifests in our actions. It propels us to love, forgive, and serve others. Hope encourages us to rise after falls, to persevere even when the path appears arduous and uncertain. It is the driving force that compels us to seek justice, to strive for a world that is more equitable and compassionate. Hope, therefore, is not merely a fleeting emotion, but a commitment, a daily choice to trust in God and His plan for our lives. It is the conviction that even amidst darkness, the light of Christ shines brightly, illuminating our path and guiding us towards true happiness. However, it is important to recognize that hope does not equate to blindness to reality. It is not a denial of pain, suffering, or life's hardships. Hope acknowledges reality, but transcends it, for it finds in God the strength to confront challenges and the assurance that despite everything, there will be a new dawn. Hope, like a lighthouse piercing the darkness, invites us to navigate turbulent seas with courage and faith. It reminds us that even when we find ourselves stranded on the rocks of disappointment, we can find solace in Christ, the solid rock that sustains us and guides us to the tranquil waters of peace. Understanding hope in Christ is not merely grasping an abstract concept, but diving into a sea of meaning that overflows human logic. It is allowing oneself to be swept away by the current of a faith that carries us beyond the shores of doubt and guides us to a haven of peace.
If this message is touching your heart right now, imagine how much deeper your prayer life could go. Discover the secrets to powerful, consistent prayer and true connection with God. Click the link below and get your copy of Walking with God, a guide to a life of constant prayer. It's time to pray with purpose.
Contemplating this journey thus far, acknowledging our vulnerabilities, and discovering the strength we find in God, leads us to a profound reconnection with the very core of our being. It is as if the soul, in its relentless pursuit of meaning, finally finds a welcoming haven, a sanctuary where the walls are built with the living stone of faith and the roof supported by eternal promises. From this experience, life takes on a new hue, a more vibrant palette. Difficulties become opportunities for growth. Challenges unveil themselves as essential steps on a path of learning, and sorrow transforms into a bond that connects us with divine compassion. In this transformative process, we are invited to look beyond appearances, to penetrate the essence of things, and to perceive the glory of God in every detail of creation. Hope empowers us to discern truth amidst confusion, to find beauty within chaos, and to recognize divine love in every face we encounter. Hope in Christ is not a destination, but a journey. It is not a static state of blissful expectation, but a constant walk towards fullness, towards the light that guides and transforms us. It is a deep immersion in crystal clear waters, where we allow ourselves to be enveloped by divine grace and discover true wisdom. It is in this plunge that we realize that life is not about reaching a final destination, but about blossoming in every instant, flourishing in every challenge, and finding beauty in simplicity and joy in faith. It is in this ongoing process of learning, growing, and transforming that hope becomes the compass that guides us, the star that illuminates our path, and the strength that sustains us.
And thus we open our hearts to the promise that resonates within our souls, the assurance that even when the storms intensify and the waves of uncertainty toss us against the rocks of doubt, the divine hand will be outstretched to embrace us, to give us strength, and to guide us towards the safe harbor of peace. The true practice, then, doesn't commence with a particular moment, but with the decision to embrace this journey, to trust in the infinite wisdom of God, and to allow hope to illuminate each step we take. From that instant, life transforms into a hymn of praise, an ode to divine grace that manifests in every dawn, in every smile, in every drop of rain that moistens the earth, and in every ray of sun that illuminates our path.
Sometimes, the most powerful prayer you can whisper is, "God, I can't, but I trust that you can." Let that be enough today. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who's silently struggling. And type in the comments, "I don't have to be strong. God is my strength." You're not alone. You're not forgotten. Let go and let grace hold you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more encouragement for your soul. Because healing doesn't begin in perfection. It begins in surrender.